So next year I tried for the Dolphins. That's what Dan Marino showed.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Miles Thornton, and I am back with
Malachi Starks. What's good, everybody?
and we back with another episode of the No Cap Show. Before we get started today, I got to give a big shout out to the Mark and to the Players Lounge for having us every single week. We appreciate y'all. We couldn't do none of this without y'all. Today, we got a special guest.
My boy.
My roommate, my guy, Terrell Foster.
Yeah, nice to meet y'all.
What's going on, man? Tell them a little bit about yourself. Let's start with the journey. Let's start.
Where you from?
Where you from, man?
Okay, I'm from Kennesaw, Georgia.
Kennesaw,
Local,
Georgia.
local. You feel me? To begin with, I played high school out in IMG, so that's where I've been down Florida about 3 years.
Okay.
You know, balling out.
Wait, hold on. You played at IMG, right?
Yeah.
So that means you was there when y'all played Bishop.
I knew I was coming.
So you played some grown men.
Yes, bro.
How was that? Tell us about that a little bit.
Honestly, though, it was the funniest part about it is they wasn't talking about nothing for real.
Oh my God.
They wasn't talking about nothing. That's the funniest part. Like we after the game, we learned about how like, oh yeah, we hearing about they 19, some 20-year-olds on the team. We like, no way.
Oh, he 24 with kids.
He 24, he can't ball. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. But like, it was just kind of crazy because we over here in high school and like we got this whole Twitter trending talking about Bishop Sycamore. We like, what are they talking about? We hearing the announcers talking trash about. We hear parents talking about this don't make no sense. 50-something is 0. like we over there balling. We had a fun time. We up in Ohio too.
Yeah.
But it was just like that was one of the first like high school experiences. You sat there and remember like, okay, that was fun.
Right.
So did you start off at IMG? Like when did you get to IMG?
No, so I started off at Harrison High School out in Kennesaw.
Okay. That's
why I like grew up, like born and raised there pretty much. And so I went down to camp back in, I think it was I want to say my freshman summer. I want to say my freshman summer, going into sophomore year. I went down to camp there. One of the coaches was like, he just liked what I was talking about down there.
Right.
And he was just like, you know what? Like we can see if we can work something out. Try to get you down here. I had talked with my fam. He was like, you know what? Like if this is really what you want to do, if you really want to concentrate on football, like let's do it. And we made something work. And I was down there for 3 years. Now we're here.
You sound like Spencer James.
All American.
All right, so talk about getting to Georgia. How, what was the process like there?
It was okay. The process getting to Georgia was like different.
Yeah.
So I went. Coach Schumann had hit me summer going into senior year.
Right.
And you already know this is Georgia. Like people ain't getting like throwing scholarships like that.
You feel me?
That last little year.
Facts.
But he had told me, he's like, you local. I like what your tape's talking about. I think you could be interesting. And just came out to ask me, threw an invite to camp just cause, to be honest. And we got down there. I kind of did my thing a little bit. And he's like, you better than I thought you was. And so I was like, that's cool. He'll get back to me in a month, see what happens. No, he couldn't make nothing happen. So I was like, you feel me? That's cool. He tried to tell other coaches to mess with me because I didn't have like the most amount of scholarships.
Right.
And this is COVID. This is COVID year. So everyone's stuff got messed up.
I was about to say people don't really understand.
That really threw people off.
COVID
It threw so many people off.
Yes,
it was those key years of like your sophomore to junior year where that's where a lot of people make their mark. But like
for real, you wasn't playing.
Yeah.
People who are here are keeping their scholarships, so you can't even like.
Or they got like another year, so they're not really giving them out because people gonna come back.
And so I think I went down there. He said he couldn't make anything happen. So I think it's November. I think it's around what happened. I had interest from other schools, but they weren't. I couldn't say the places I wanted to be. To be completely honest, the schools I wanted to go weren't fully committed to me. And I think I just remember like. Coach Schumann like what I showed up with, and so I threw him a text like, "You still got a walk-on spot available?" Like this is like late November. Like people about
this like towards the end.
Yeah, people about to start
end.
like talking about like committed for sure, like guaranteed. And I'm like, you got a walk-on spot available out there? And he's like, "What's your GPA looking like?" I sent him my stuff, and he's like, We can make it happen. same night, he just started sending me stuff, and I'm like, and we in. And I was just like that. I'm like, I'm going to my dream school. Yeah. Like overnight, it kind of was crazy how it just happened like that. Overnight, it's like we locked in.
And I was about to say, so being a preferred walk-on, you know, I'm a preferred walk-on as well. So I know it. You know, everything you've gone through is the same thing that I've gone through and whatnot. You know what I mean? So just talk to the people a little bit. What about like the chip on your shoulder when you know you go out to practice? You know that you know you have something to prove every single day. You're trying to get people to see that you know you're not here for no reason.
No, for real.
There's a reason why you're here.
Right.
Yeah. So you know.
No, Miles knows you know, bro. Like it's like you have to go out there and you gotta bring your juice every day. Every day. Cause it's like you got this many more opportunities compared to the people who are brought there to do a certain job that they already want them to do. And it's like, you gotta give them a reason for them to want you here.
Right.
And it's like, when you're not showing up, no, you good. When you're not showing up, it's like you just there to waste space. Yeah. Like, if you ask me, that's why I feel like if I wasn't trying to produce.
Yeah, if I'm not putting 100% in.
Yeah, if I'm not putting 100% in, I'm not trying to get better every day. If I'm not trying to play, what's the point of me being out here?
Right.
Like, I could go focus on school. I might use
Right.
Shoot. That's a degree, guaranteed.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
What, so with that being said, like what fuels you to like? Cause I know like it's not easy. Like what we do isn't easy at all.
Yeah.
But like you being in that position, what fuels you to keep going out there every day? Cause I know like it's tiring.
Yeah, no, family for sure. Mm-hmm. Like I had someone in my family who loved football, but just isn't here to experience it no more. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like I get to be in his shoes and
live that through him.
Like play through him for real, to be completely honest.
I was about to say, I lost my dad when I was 13.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like when all my football stuff started taking off. So I can relate to what you mean. Like, I wouldn't necessarily, because he didn't really care about football, honestly. He didn't even want me to play. He was more of a soccer guy.
He did not care.
But like, I think the thing that he wanted from me the most is to, whatever I do, just do it to the best of my ability. And so I think that's part of the reason why I do it. That's part of the reason I go so hard when I get the opportunity, because it's like, what am I doing this for if I'm not
exactly.
Yeah, if not 100%, why?
If you're not trying to be the best you're just wasting time, like you said. You feel
wasting time, wasting space.
Exactly, man.
So let's talk about yesterday.
Okay.
Let's talk about them Florida Gators, man. Let's talk about
the battle of the South.
Before we get into that, let's talk about Jacksonville, because this is my thing. I don't think it's a neutral site.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know who came up with that.
I don't know who came up with that.
We're
I don't
Florida.
think
We're in
Jacksonville,
Florida. Like, how far is
deep in their state too? My dad is from Jacksonville. We deep in their state.
So like the stadium is split 50-50. Yes, I agree. But it's in Florida. It's Jacksonville, Florida. It's not a neutral site.
To be fair though, our fans be showing up.
Almost definitely.
Every time. Like, I'm gonna be real. When I was there, when we first walked out and like I started hearing our stand, like our fans behind me, I'm like, this don't feel like a home game, bro. Like when we started on defense and they just started getting loud, I'm like, dang.
Like that's one thing. Our fans will show up
every time.
So I say like every away game feels like a home game.
Yeah, I was about to say I think our fans made it a neutral site. That's the key to it. It's like our fans are what made it a neutral
Most definitely.
Because otherwise, bro, we're in like deep in Florida territory.
In Florida, man.
Well, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about performance.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk about how do we think that the offense performed?
T?
How the offense performed. I think they showed up. I think a lot of people coming in this game had a lot to say about Brock Bowers this, Brock Bowers out.
Yeah.
But Coach Smart especially, and us, we never was really like, that was never the first thought, like, what are we going to do without Brock? What's going to happen without Brock?
Right.
We got plenty of other weapons on the team.
Yeah,
we got plenty. It's just how they utilize and what they do for our offense. And then, like, we came out there, they did their thing. Carson went off, as per usual.
Carson did his thing.
Per usual. And
that's my QB1.
CB. For real, you already know. They did their thing, man.
Actual. So talk about defense. How you think the defense did?
Defense, they had a solid game. They had like that first drive where they got the little touchdown. But it's usually just quick little mistakes we have to change on the fly.
Facts.
So stuff like that, like once we had that first little drive, we was rolling.
When Smile stopped that 4th and inches, how you react?
I was lit, boy. I seen Smile in the backfield. Cause the whole line just went back. I'm just like, what happened? Like, did he make it? All I see was Smile in the backfield, like chasing dude. I said, oh yeah, get him, Smile, get him. And he got him down. Boy, we was lit back there, bro.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, when he tried to throw it, I was like, oh no. Cause that looked like something stupid we do on scouts.
Yeah. It's like, no.
I didn't know what was gonna happen.
Oh God!
He came out clutch.
No, yeah, smart player too. He saw that. He smart,
bro.
Fit right off the slide of the O line, bro, and he was in there.
Facts. All right, Malachi.
Okay.
You.
Your opinion? I'm gonna go defense first.
Yeah.
I think defense played a solid game. If you take out the first drive, we had a few hiccups there.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part we played probably our most complete game. Not our complete game that we will play this year.
Right.
But to this point, a complete game up until the fourth quarter. Some stuff had happened.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we stepped up. They had some good receivers.
Yeah.
Ricky,
Ricky.
Yeah, man. I mean, like
Ricky.
they had
Ricky Sticky.
they
boy.
had some.
That boy Rick.
They had some really good players, man, on the offensive side of the ball.
Yes, they did.
And I think it was a test for us, really, not only as a defense but the secondary and our line, just to go out there and show what we can do, be exposed to get some turnovers. And I think our offense, man. I mean, like you said, we had a bunch of talk coming out this week.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do without Brock? Brock isn't there. How are they gonna play? What are they gonna do? Who are they gonna use?
Yeah,
and I get it, bro. I mean, like Brock is Brock Bowers.
Great player.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I mean, but like you said, like there's so many other weapons on the team, and like there's so many other guys that step up. And like when he went down, like the people who stepped up, and it just wasn't people on offense, like people all around, like
special
teams stepped up. People on defense stepped up. The coaches, like everybody stepped up, and I think. So like we were never worried about that, and a big message that we had this week was like we want to conquer as one.
Yeah,
we want to. It doesn't matter who or how it gets done. And I think we took that as a team, and we really listened and took it to heart, and we executed the game plan. I think. I mean, overall, a great game. We gotta play better, but I think I'm really pleased with how we played.
Yeah, and I think you took the words kind of out of my mouth. I was gonna say I think this time we played a very complete game. I think this game definitely on offense, kind of showcased just like we're more versatile.
The people who we have,
the people who give us credit for.
There's more people than just 19.
And and Brock going down is an opportunity for so many other people to step up, like you were saying. And just there's so many plays to be had by so many other people when you lose such a valuable person like that. But those people, they stepped up in these big moments, and the result is the score of the game that we had. And on defense, I mean, I think that the unity that I saw from the defense is something that it's unmatched.
Yeah,
like, everybody's playing together, especially like the 4th and inches play. That kind of is like my example of like, here is us playing as a unit.
Like everybody doing
everybody's on the same page.
Yeah,
everybody on the same page.
Like they seen what they supposed to see, they keep what they supposed to keep.
Yeah,
that's that conquer as one mentality that we have been talking about all week.
Yeah.
And so my next question, and I think I'm gonna start with T for this one.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's Florida. You're in the locker room. Put yourself in these shoes, right?
I'm gonna close my eyes, man.
You got your headphones on. What music are you listening to before the game?
Music, man.
Who are you listening to?
Okay, so it can change. It can vary depending on how I'm feeling. Because sometimes I can go into a game with like a chill vibe, like a Brent R&B just type vibe.
Okay.
Because I like to just make sure my mind is clear as possible, so I can just think about everything that's happening in front of me. Or it's like I'll go in there and think about just straight rage. I'm like, we talking about like Young Boy, Lil Tony, who else, like, etc. Like you feel me? Like we all know above. But like it just varies, man. Like those type of artists though, like it can just. But mostly, I'm gonna be real. I usually walk a game, like just try to be as chill as possible.
chill as possible, yeah.
Like I work best when I'm most calm.
When you're calm,
yeah.
Malachi,
Me.
who you listen to before the game?
Well, if you know me.
It's an easy one right here.
If you know me. I got a short list. But if I had to pick one person to listen to on game day and I couldn't listen to anybody else, my man Miles is going to agree with me. I'm going to listen to my man Rod Wave. Hands down, all
Big
day.
Rod.
If it's not Rod, I do like R&B. I like old school music. I like real old school music. I can clear my mind. And then if it's not that, then I'm more of a young boy, Meek Mill type deal.
Yeah.
But my first one to go is Rod Wave, without a doubt.
Cool.
What about you? what about you?
Oh, okay.
What's yours?
There's only one answer.
One answer?
It's Drake. If you want to be great, you listen to great.
Oh my God.
You do great. If you want to be great, you embody great. Matter of fact, hot take. I got a hot take for you right now. I got a hot take for you right now. I want everybody. Today is the day that I proclaim, Drake is the greatest artist of all time, and I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill.
Ever. So so over.
I'm taking
Drake, Michael Jackson.
I'm taking Drake over Michael. I'm taking Drake over Prince. I'm taking Drake over the Beatles. I'm taking Drake over anybody.
Bro.
And hold on, wait. Bro. See, because
that's trash.
Hear me out. See, look, I'm a music connoisseur. You see what I'm saying?
He's talking about he got ghostwriters, bro. He's talking about he got ghostwriters.
Here you go. Beyonce got ghostwriters. Taylor Swift got ghostwriters.
People know that.
We're talking about the greatest artist. You said Michael Jackson. You said Prince.
People writing music with him.
No. Okay.
Every artist.
Okay, but Michael Jackson wrote his songs.
That's not the point.
Drake doesn't write his songs. He had the ghostwriters. And look, you know what's crazy?
Look at it.
Come on. You know what's crazy?
Let me hear.
Those people he just lists like Beyonce and Taylor Swift. Nobody has ever put them in the category of being the greatest of all time.
That's true.
Who hasn't put Beyonce in the category all time?
Females.
If you ask a female who the greatest of all time.
This is what I'm trying to say to you. I'm not talking about rapper. I'm not talking about R&B. I'm talking about artist. Drake is the most versatile artist of our generation, of any generation.
Okay.
Because he can do it all. He can rap. He can sing. He can sit there and switch to a Spanish music. He can make dance music. He writes his own music.
No, he don't, bro. No, if you go look at Drake, and at the end of every song, it tell you who wrote the song.
He said it's not him.
He gonna
talk about Ray now.
First of all, don't touch Rod Wave.
He said you would do anything, don't touch Rod.
First of all, go ahead.
Watch this. Who got the most streams all time?
Who has more awards? He's up there, right?
Who has more awards?
But he's not all
Michael
time.
Jackson himself, the proclaimed greatest artist of all time. Who has more awards? Who has the most number one albums? Who has the most number ones? So what are we talking about?
Since you want to tap the table,
what are we talking about?
Since you want to tap the table, let's get into this. Who wrote that song?
You gonna say that for every song?
Who took the pen and put the words on the page?
You know how Drake writes songs?